Hello my dear students, I warmly welcome you to CR Digital Classes. So in this lecture, we are going to discussing about one of the important topic from this unit 1, last topic of this unit 1. So listen carefully, very important one. Angle of intersection of two spheres, radical plane. Okay, so under this concept, now we are going to find the limiting points of the coaxial system. So first of all, listen, what is the radical plane of the two spheres? So see here we have two spheres, on screen you have two spheres. This is the first sphere, we can write S1 is equal to 0. This is the second sphere, S2 is equal to 0. So for the sphere 1, if you take the center C1 and sphere 2, if you take the center C2. From the centers, if you join two centers C1, C2, from the centers of the two spheres, if you take the point, power of the point means from the center, take one tangent value or something, power of the point we can call that point. Power of the point is nothing but the locus of the power of the point. Locus of the power of the point is a straight line. Power of the point from the centers of the each sphere is equal. Then that locus of that point forms a straight line. That straight line is called radical plane. Two spheres are there. From the two centers, write the power of the point. Power of the point means outside of the sphere, inside of the sphere, on sphere, based on the S11 value. S11 less than 0, S11 greater than 0, S11 equal to 0. If you substitute the given point in the given sphere equation, okay, then you will get positive, negative and equal to 0. Based on those values, we can define the power of the sphere. If the power of the point of the two spheres is that point lies on a straight line, that locus of the points lies on a straight line, if you join all the points on the straight line, that straight line is called radical plane. Radical plane of the two spheres we can call it as. Okay. So now for that radical plane, we have one standard equation. That equation is S1 minus S2 is equal to 0. Whenever you take two spheres, S1 and S2, so then if you subtract them, then you will get a plane equation that is called radical plane. Now in this problem, what they are asking, find the limiting points of the coaxial system defined by the spheres. So here we have separate spheres, x square plus y square plus z square plus 3x minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. And the second sphere is x square plus y square plus z square minus 6y minus 6z plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay. So very important problem. Especially for long answer questions, this concept is very important. Listen carefully. Given the spheres are, first of all, we are letting the given sphere, first sphere as S11 is congruent to x square plus y square plus z square plus 3x minus 3y plus 6 is equal to 0. And the second sphere we are denoting with s suffix 2 is congruent to x square plus y square plus z square minus 6y minus 6z plus 6 is equal to 0. After taking the given two spheres, the equation of the plane of the circle through the two given spheres is, okay. So we have to find the limiting points of the coaxial system. So now equation of the plane is nothing but a radical plane only. Equation of the radical plane of the circle through the two given spheres is S1 minus S2 is equal to 0. Now subtract S1 value from S2 value equal to 0. So plus x square minus x square will get cancelled. Okay. Plus y square minus y square plus z square minus z square will get cancelled. Then 3x plus 3x, only plus 3x value only, minus 3y plus 6y. So minus 3 plus 6 plus 3y only, and plus 6z value as it is. Next plus 6 minus 6, also we can cancel the constant value. So therefore 3x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 0. Take 3 common, x plus y plus 2z is equal to 0. So therefore radical plane equation of the given two spheres is x plus y plus 2z is equal to 0. This is the radical plane equation. So radical plane diagram will be in this format only. Here you can see clearly. Okay. So now the general equation of the coaxial system determined by the given spheres is, okay. So now we can write the coaxial system equation by using the given two spheres is S1 plus lambda into S1 minus S2 is equal to 0. Just remember, very important, S1 plus lambda into S1 minus S2 is equal to 0. So write the first sphere, S1 value x square plus y square plus z square plus 3x minus 3y plus 6 plus lambda into S1 minus S2 value. In the previous step we have that value now, x plus y plus 2z is equal to 0. Substitute that value here. Okay. So and multiply with the lambda. Okay. That plain value multiply with the lambda. So x square plus y square plus z square plus 3x minus 3y plus 6 we are writing as it is. Lambda x plus lambda y plus 2 lambda z is equal to 0. Here you have 3x lambda x. Take small x common. Then 3 plus lambda into x. 3y plus lambda y. So take y common, minus 3 plus lambda. And plus 6 2 lambda z. Both are the constants. So write them at one place. Now this is a sphere equation. This equation represents a sphere equations where lambda is a parameter to be determined. Okay. So compare above equation with general sphere equation x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux plus 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0. On both sides comparing, x coefficient to 2u is equal to 3 plus lambda and y coefficient to 2v is equal to minus 3 plus lambda and z coefficient to 2w is equal to 2 lambda and d is equal to 6. Okay, so therefore u is equal to 3 plus lambda by 2, v is equal to minus 3 plus lambda by 2 and w is equal to lambda. 2 get cancelled, w is equal to lambda and d is equal to 6. So now immediately write the center of the sphere. Small c is equal to minus u minus v minus w. So therefore c is equal to minus of 3 plus lambda by 2 comma minus v means minus of minus 3 plus lambda by 2 comma minus w means minus lambda. Take it as equation number 1. Now, so to find the limiting points, we have to show that the radius of the required sphere is equal to 0. Now, radius of the sphere, you know very well the formula, small r is equal to under root of u square plus v square plus w square minus d. So therefore, small r is equal to under root of 3 plus lambda by 2 whole square plus v value lambda minus 3 by 2 whole square plus w value lambda square minus 6. So simplify those values, apply the square value for each and every value, apply the square separately. 3 plus lambda whole square by 2 square means 4, lambda minus 3 whole square by 2 square means 4 plus lambda square minus 6. Take the LCM, overall LCM is 4 under the root. So therefore small r is equal to under root of 3 plus lambda whole square plus lambda minus 3 whole square plus 4 lambda square minus 24 if you take that LCM. Next small r is equal to expand these values with respect to a plus b whole square formula and a minus b whole square formula. 3 plus lambda whole square, 3 square plus lambda square plus 2 into 3 into lambda and lambda minus 3 whole square, lambda square plus 9 minus 6 lambda. Next 4 lambda square minus 24 as it is by 4. Now add the values lambda square plus lambda square 2 lambda square plus 4 lambda square 6 lambda square. Next plus 6 lambda minus 6 lambda both are cancelled, same values. 9 plus 9 18, 18 minus 24 minus 6 by 4. So therefore if you separate the square root value, then under root of 6 lambda square minus 1 by root 4 ante what is the value? 2. This is the radius value. Now by definition of the limiting points, okay, limiting points occurs when small r is equal to 0. Okay, you know very well, in the previous lecture also we discussed clearly, limiting points always occurs whenever radius is equal to 0. So therefore if you take r is equal to 0, 1 by 2 into under root of 6 lambda square minus 1 is equal to 0. Send 2 value to RHS, 0 into 2, 0, 6 into and squaring on both sides, square root will get cancelled if you apply the squaring on both sides. So therefore 6 into lambda square minus 1 is equal to 0, send 6 value also RHS, 0 by 6 equal to 0, Lambda square minus 1 is equal to 0. So lambda square is equal to 1. So therefore lambda is equal to plus or minus 1. Now the spheres corresponding to these values of lambda become point sphere. Whenever you substitute lambda is equal to plus or minus 1, lambda is equal to plus 1 and lambda is equal to minus 1 in the sphere equation, then those two spheres becomes point sphere summa, coinciding with their centers, and those centers and point sphere. Point sphere is nothing but just point only. Center is also coincide with the sphere. Okay, so radius equal to 0. So then those types of points are called limiting points of the given system of spheres. So now you can see limiting points. Substitute lambda is equal to plus 1 and lambda is equal to minus 1. Lambda is equal to plus 1 in equation number 1. So therefore C is equal to C is equal to minus of 3 plus lambda. Lambda value is 1. 3 plus 1 by 2 comma lambda minus 3. That means minus 1 minus 3 by 2 comma minus lambda means minus 1. So if you simplify, 3 plus 1 by 2 means 4 by 2. 4 by 2 means 2. And 1 minus 3 means minus 2. Minus into minus plus 2 by 2 1 and minus 1. So therefore this is the first limiting point of the given sphere. Second limiting point, substitute lambda is equal to minus 1 in equation number 1. So therefore then you will get C is equal to minus 1 to 1. This is the second limiting point of the given system of the spheres. So based on this limiting point, every year you will get one long answer question. Very important concept. So in CA publications, solid analytical solid geometry material. So you have more problems based on this point, limiting point concept, and radical plane and radical plane or radical line problems. We have more problems based on these two concepts. Okay, just go through all those problems. If you have any doubts, just comment in the comment section. I hope you understood this problem very well. So make a perfect practice, prepare well. Until bye, thank you.